All right, come on in. We're going to Tower 0. So downstairs, this is where we're gonna leave our buoys and fins and everything downstairs here at the floor level, so that if the Tower 0 guard needs to run down and make a rescue, all of that rescue equipment is already down here. Also, what do we have down here is we have our vehicles that we drove up on the pier with. We have all of that rescue and medical supplies and all of our equipment in the truck that's staged on the pier every single day. So we have that as well. We have our first aid kits here in Tower 0, our AED, our airway bags, all that is in 0. We also have additional equipment in the trucks, and that's all on the floor level. So as we move upstairs, come on up. So here's the second level, Tower 0. We just have some cleaning supplies, we have a restroom, and it's pretty much it on the second level, but the exciting stuff is upstairs. This is kind of level 2.5, not quite the third level, but not the second level. And we have a balcony around Tower 0, so you can walk all the way around 360 degrees. So if you want to take a step out here and check it out. All right, now we're up to the third level. Come on up. So first thing that you see when you walk up to the third level is you see these giant binoculars. These binoculars were taken off of a Navy ship, and they are absolutely amazing. You can see the outline of people walking on the Newport beach here miles away. We use these to get an up-close personal look. We can see the expression on the lifeguards' faces, on the victims' faces, and we can just really get a really good idea of what's going on those rescues and be able to back up our lifeguard tower guards when they're on rescues and give incoming resources updates on what's going on in the water. So this is a huge tool to get up close and personal with all of those rescues. All right, and then if we make our way over to, we call this the captain's chair, person that's in charge up here in Tower 0. A lot of times we have 2 guards up here, but the person sitting here is really the one in charge. They're gonna have access to the radio. We have our phone system. We're gonna be able to call every single one of our lifeguard towers at a moment's notice, give them updates on things that are going on, also talk to potential swimmers in distress, or talk about those swimmers in distress, and get a better idea of what's going on. In addition to our radio and our phone system, we have an intercom system that we can talk to. We have PAs. So I'm sure if you've been here in Huntington Beach, you've heard some PAs about, you name it. We'll give some updated PAs, safety PAs, just trying to keep people safe at the beach. But we actually have this here, and this is a handle. Whichever way the handle is pointing is where the speakers are pointing. So we can move these speakers 360 degrees all the way around, and we can talk to boats, we can talk to surfers, we can talk to swimmers, we can talk to bodyboarders, we can talk to people on the sand, we can make announcements for lost children. So it's a really, really helpful tool. We use this every day, all day long. As you go over here, this is how we're going to be inputting stats up here in Tower 0. We have our iPad. If we come over here, if you've ever called the surf report, we have a little outlet here. We fill it out every day. We talk about when the report was recorded, our ocean surface, water temp, air temp, and we also give this weather information to NOAA. So we call the National Weather Service 3 times a day. We give updates to them about the weather conditions here at Huntington Beach. And then if we come over here, we look at this monitor. This is our radio systems here. So you can see Aqua 1, Aqua 2, Green 1, that's police. We can communicate with our police department, with our fire department, with mutual aid, with the sheriff's department. We can communicate with everyone there. Some fun fact over here, this is a page, this is our phone page. So if you call 911 and you're at the beach, we're all the marine safety, we're gonna get that 911 call as well. And that page is gonna come up on this phone. So we're just here, that was a call. One of our unit operators is gonna respond to assist a boogie boarder. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna walk over here, or we're gonna use these binoculars and take a look at that situation and check out and see how he's doing. And then we're going to be able to give updates to additional resources that are going to help. So he's on his way out right now. See that bodyboarder? The bodyboarder's on his board right now. It looks like he's going to be able to handle this situation just fine. So then we can give an update over here. So we go over to the radio. We'd say 5210, just be advised the bodyboarder's on his board. And looks like 5220 is going to be code 4. So we can give an update there and let him know what the situation is looking like. Okay, back to what we have here. This is another tool that we have. This is going to help us with the weather stuff. So it tells us the wind direction, and we talk about this is all about the wind here, and then the air temp, and then the air pressure. So we have a south-southwest wind of 3.2 knots, and then the air temperature 76.7 degrees Fahrenheit, and then the air pressure right now is 1008 millibars of mercury. And so that's all the information that we're going to give to National Weather Service and stuff like that. Another radio that we have up here is the VHF. We have boats that transit the ocean right off our beach all day long. Any vessels in distress, we can turn this on and we can contact them, and we can see what's going on, and ultimately, with that communication, we can provide better service to any vessels that are in distress. The overall goal of Tower Zero is really resource management. If we have multiple calls going on at once, we have a rescue at Tower 19 on the south side of the pier. We have another rescue on the north side of the pier. We have multiple towers out at the same time. Tower Zero's job is to look at all the rescues with the binoculars and get an idea of what's going on at each rescue, and then give that information to the incoming resources so that we can get the right resources to each rescue. So for example, if it's an inside rescue, it's close to shore at Tower 19, but Tower 7 has a rescue that's really far out to sea, Tower 0 is going to communicate with the boat and have them respond to Tower 7 and not Tower 19, because the boat is going to be more useful on that outside rescue. So that's an example of how Tower 0 plays a huge part in our operation of communicating to our incoming resources. All right, so at this point, we're done with our virtual tour. I want to say thank you so much for joining us on this virtual tour of marine safety. And with that, when you come down to the beach, make sure you check in with the lifeguard and ask them about any safety considerations for the day. And we can't wait to see you down here. Thanks.